Oh, every week without fail. One corner tells me I'm live, the other one is saying I'm going live. But I'll give it a moment, and now it's telling me, yes, you are live. Hello, 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 everybody. You are all very welcome to Wednesday's live call inside the Facebook group Map Your Future, the place where we go from A to B and then decide we're going to go for a bigger and brighter A. Later today, this call will also be on my YouTube channel, Map Your Future 25. So if any of you are catching this on YouTube, do hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of the upcoming episodes. You are all very welcome to today's call. Today, I'm going to talk about fear and what my mentor, the late Bob Proctor, referred to as the terror barrier. It's what stops so many starts in life, stopping so many go after the life that they want, and it's all in the mind. It's all triggered from the mind. The mind is a powerful force. It shapes our reality, determines our success, and if we let it, holds us hostage to the past. The truth is, the mind doesn't like change at all. It craves the familiar. It likes the status quo. It wants to keep you in whatever rut that you happen to be in. It craves that familiar feelings, even when the familiar is limiting, painful, or even destructive. So let me just share the truth with you. Change is uncomfortable. There, I've said it. Change is uncomfortable. It threatens everything we know. So why bother doing it at all? Why put yourself through the discomfort of breaking habits, challenging beliefs, and stepping into the unknown? Because that's what's required if you're going to change. There's only one reason strong enough. There's got to be a deep, burning desire, a purpose so compelling that staying the same becomes more painful than evolving and stepping outside the comfort zone. Think about it for a second, right? If change was easy, everyone would do it. We'd all be fit, wealthy, and fearless. But we're not because real transformation requires more than wishful thinking. It requires a reason so powerful that it outweighs the pain of growth. Because there is a pain to growth, but there's a pain to staying the same as well. And until one gets stronger than the others, we kind of stay where we're at, you know? It requires a dream, a goal, a mission that consumes you, that becomes a healthy obsession. But here's the problem: fear. The moment you decide to change, fear is going to rise up like a wall. The fear of failure, fear of judgment, the fear of the unknown, the fear of what will they say. Your mind will whisper, stay where it's safe. It'll tell you that discomfort means danger. And this is where most people stop. They just stop right in their tracks. They feel fear and they assume it means for them to turn backwards. But what if fear wasn't a stop sign? What if it was proof that you're on the correct and right path? You see, the terror barrier refers to the psychological resistance, intense fear, discomfort people experience when they attempt to make a significant change, when they go to step outside the comfort zone, face major changes in their life, or are pursuing a new dream or goal. It's the feeling that's kicked off by worry, it's fear, doubt, anxiety, or all of them at the same time that can arise when we push ourselves beyond what we have previously done or beyond what we have previously believed is possible for ourselves. When you hit the terror barrier, it is often because you're approaching a situation that is unfamiliar to you, and your brain can feel threatened by the unknown. It feels threatened by the unknown. Bob used to always talk about ignorance is the only thing we have to overcome. And the more I understand that, the more I realize he was so true. Because that's what so much of our fear is caused by. It's fear of the unknown. But when we step out and we do things, the unknown becomes known and the fear disappears. But when you hit the terror barrier, it's because it's unfamiliar. And the brain just triggers you into responses. This can trigger a fight or flight response, making you want to retreat to what feels safe, even even if that's holding on to old habits, beliefs that limit your growth and are even harmful to you and your health. It comes about anytime you try to break old habits, beliefs, or paradigms and replace them with new ones, anything that is considered a major change to your life or lifestyle. So, what are the characteristics of the terror barrier? Okay, first up is emotional resistance. You might feel anxiety, self doubt, or even panic. It's not pleasant. It's really not. You will likely experience a desire to retreat, to go backwards. Your mind might encourage you to go back to what feels safe, even if it's not serving you. Negative thoughts just seem to hit you one after another. And you may start questioning your abilities, the value of your goals, or whether the effort is worth it at all. This barrier is a natural response to fear of the unknown or stepping into a higher level of responsibility, success, or transformation. So, in other words, when you go to grow, develop, improve yourself, change anything in your life, the terror barrier will be there. But understanding it, understanding what it is, you can bust right through it. To overcome the terror barrier, there is a number of things we need to realize. First, we need to recognize it to what it is. We need to develop an understanding that the terror barrier is not. It is not for a signal to put on the brakes and stop everything. It's actually a sign that you're growing. Fear and growth go hand in hand together. You can't have one without the other. Because if you don't have a little bit of fear, there's no growth. You need to acknowledge the discomfort, but don't let it control your actions. Don't let it stop you. It's natural when you're pushing for something bigger or new to have some foreboding about it. It's totally natural. But shift your mindset. Focus on changing your mindset from fear to excitement. That feeling in the tummy. It's getting you to get ready to act. See the opportunity on the other side of fear rather than the danger. Reframe fear as growth. Instead of seeing fear as a threat, view it as it is evidence that you're stepping into a new and better version of yourself. This mental shift helps you to approach challenges with a way more positive and empowered outlook. Focus on where you're going, the outcome. Stay focused on your why or the reason you're pushing through the barrier in the first place. This can help you stay motivated, especially when fear tries to hold you back. And fear will try to hold you back when you go to make changes. It most certainly will. You may need to strengthen your vision, clarify your goal or your purpose. Why are you pushing through it in the first place? Visualize the outcome you desire and how it will feel once you've achieved it. The more you do this, the easier it will be to step out and move forward. The big thing when you feel like this is to take small actions. Keep moving forward. I love the statement when you're in hell, keep going. You don't want to sit down there, okay? But take small actions. You don't have to leap across the entire barrier all at once. Break your goals into manageable steps that you can take consistently that will build confidence and reduce the overwhelm. And when taking them consistently, they can lead to better habits. People form habits, habits form futures. Action reduces fear. Action reduces fear. And incremental progress builds confidence. Embrace the discomfort. Understand that discomfort is a sign of growth. The more you face and work through fear, the less power it holds over you now and the less power it will hold over you in your future because you'll understand it. You understand it's not stopping you, it's telling you to double down and go harder. Develop and use affirmations, repeat positive beliefs to counter the automatic negative thoughts that are going to pop up. For example, I am capable of achieving my goals, and every step I take brings me closer. Or one that I use regularly, I am enough. I was always enough. I will always be enough. You can add good in there as well. I am good enough. I was always good enough. I will always be good enough. Because that is one of the things that pops up in our thoughts when we go to try making changes. You're not good enough. You can't do this. You can. You most certainly can. But you got to take action. You got to take action. And probably the most important thing in achieving anything worthwhile is to stay persistent. Expect resistance, but commit to pushing forward regardless. And as Susan Jeffers says in her great book of the same name, feel the fear and do it anyway. Most of our fears we make way bigger in our imaginations than the reality of the situation. So often we play stories in our head that paralyzes. Take action. Choose what to focus on. Focus on the long term benefit rather than the temporary discomfort. If you need help, seek support. Surround yourself with like minded individuals or mentors who encourage growth. Avoid the people who tell you you can't do it. And I guarantee you there'll be plenty of them lining up. Share your challenges with people who can provide constructive advice or inspiration. Having a mentor, a coach, or a supportive network can help push you through those fearful moments. Sometimes just talking things out helps you to move past mental blocks. And we all get them sometimes. It's all about shifting your mindset and gradually desensitizing yourself to fear by taking action, by taking action, by taking steps. Make sure you celebrate your success. Acknowledge every milestone, no matter how small it is. Success breeds confidence, which helps diminish fear. Celebrate your wins, that's important. The terror barrier coming up is not a sign of failure, it's a rite of passage for growth. When you break through it, you will feel a surge of confidence and empowerment, reinforcing you that you are capable of much more than you've thought. And I emphasize thought there. The only way to rid yourself of fear is to face it by doing the very thing that you're afraid of. Not thinking about it, not waiting until you feel ready, but acting in spite of fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Because the truth is, fear doesn't go away before you take action, it goes away because you take action. Imagine standing in a cold swimming pool and you dip your toe in and it's absolutely Baltic, it's freezing. And if you go in inch by inch, you prolong that discomfort. But if you dive right in, your body adjusts almost instantly. This is how fear works. The faster you take action, the quicker you realize the fear was never the enemy in the first place. Inaction is. Not taking action is the enemy here. So I challenge you today, find your reason. Find that burning desire, that dream that's so big it scares you and excites you at the same time. And when fear rises up, as it always will, don't retreat. Move forward. Act boldly because on the other side of fear is the life you were meant to live. Now, that's it for today, folks. If you want to know more about the terror barrier and overcoming it, make sure you do register for Unlock Your Success. I'm going to be devoting a considerable amount of time to the terror barrier in that particular lesson because it stops so many dreams from happening. I'll pop a link below for you to get access to that. And of course, if you have any questions about today's content or any of the content in Map Your Future, you can email me at abeale, that's ABEALE, at anthonybeale.ie. And should you want to work directly with me, you can book in for a discovery call. This is where we can work out if it's a fit for you. The discovery call is where we talk about you, what you're doing, what you want to improve, the goals that you want to achieve, and what has to change in order for you to have those goals realized. And I'll pop a link below there for that too. So I'll see you all back here hopefully next week, where I'm going to tackle beliefs and behavior. Have a great week, everybody. God bless you all. See you real soon. Bye for now.